The universe is always testing you. So, are you tired of attracting the same kind of trash into your life over and over and over again? Maybe the same types of toxic people or friends or partners. Maybe it's the same kind of bad job that keeps coming into your life. Maybe it's debt that keeps coming into your life. Maybe even it's illness or injury that keeps coming into your life. Well, if that is the case and you would like to permanently level up out of these kinds of issues and continue to level up as time goes on, pay attention to today's video, because we're going to talk about how the universe is always testing you, because this is really important information to understand when you are making changes through your belief structures and attempting to manifest. Okay, is that the universe is always going to be testing you. So to get into this, we first have to understand time, okay? Most people have this belief that time is very linear, okay? And if you study metaphysics, you come to understand that time is really kind of an illusion. But if we were going to give it a direction, time would not be operating in a line. Rather, time operates more in a spiral. Okay, a spiral. And so if you think about maybe a galaxy spirals outwards, or if you think about maybe seasons come and go in a cycle, maybe you can think about the ocean and the waves, how they come in and out in a cycle, or breaths that you take go in and out in a cycle. Everything in the universe operates in a cycle. Okay, so it's an important thing to get. It's not a line, it is a cycle. And so with everything that it is that you're attempting to manifest, you're doing this in cycles. Now, when you carry the same kind of belief structures year to year, and you stay very rigid in your thinking, you have the same kind of thoughts, the same kind of responses, what happens is that every cycle looks pretty similar to the one before it, okay? And so if your belief structures stay the same, what happens is if you've got negative ones, you're going to find that you interpret what's going on in a negative way and you get a negative result, and that's just the way it always goes. So for me personally, before I understood about the law of attraction or the law of assumption, and before I understood that I was being tested, I had the same kind of belief structures about the world around me. And so I kept attracting the same kind of life. The seasons all kind of stayed the same. If I met new friends, it was the same old kind of friends. If I met a new romantic partner, it was the same kind of romantic partner. If I got a new job, it was the same problems for the last job that I would have again. And so this is something to understand. If things stay the same up here, the next cycle is going to look very similar to the one before it. And so what you have to understand is that as you're understanding manifestation and changing your belief structures, in order to radiate outward into a new cycle and to start to move up in your manifesting and get out of being stuck, you have to pass tests, okay? You have to pass tests, meaning the same cycle is going to get thrown at you time and time again until you change how you are interpreting it, until you change how you're dealing with it. So the way I also like to describe this is thinking of reality as a video game. So when you're in a video game, you start at level 1, maybe you go up to a level 1,000. Okay, but to clear each level, you have to figure out what the key is to the lock. You have to figure out how to pass the level. That's what you have to do here in reality. So if you are trying to create something, like let's say that you want to manifest a really great relationship, but you've always been in this same cycle where you keep attracting partners who are toxic or who are unavailable or who cheat on you, whatever the case may be. You keep having that same thing, all right? Now, somebody who learns about the law of attraction or the law of assumption and learns how to change their thinking may realize, okay, I keep accepting this type of person. I need to set higher standards So I'm not going to accept this. I'm going to go ahead and dump this toxic boyfriend or girlfriend that I have, get rid of them. I'm ready for something better, universe. Okay. So they think they have cleared the belief structure. They think they are letting go of connecting with toxicity. They think they're choosing better. That's good. But you have to understand, things always operate in cycles and you're being tested on every cycle. So if you're dating somebody toxic, okay, and you can recognize that I was matching to this, I'm going to dump them and get rid of them, hoping to move up. What will happen first is you will be tested before you're allowed to move up. Okay, so as if you were in a video game, maybe you dumped the boyfriend, but you have to pass the test before you move up to the next level. So the test is always the same. Okay, it's always the same. What will happen to you guys is after you shift your belief structures, the universe will test you on it before it allows you to move up. So again, let's use the example of the toxic boyfriend. Let's say I've always attracted toxic boyfriends. I finally dump one. I'm done. I'm only going to accept, guys who are emotionally available or guys who are good to me or whatever it is. All right. The first man that I will attract after this will still be the same type of guy. Even though I dumped the last guy, even though I got rid of him, even though I said I wanted something else, the universe will still drop into my lap the same type of problem to see if I deal with it differently. That's how you pass the test. Now, if this new toxic man comes into my life and I immediately say, you know what, not the guy for me, and get rid of him and stay open to the possibility, that's passing the test because I'm not clinging to the old toxicity. But if instead I decide to give him a chance and we talk and we go on a few dates and I go down the same path with him, guess what? I'm going to stay on the hamster wheel. So this is an important thing to understand about changing your limiting beliefs. You have to change your limiting beliefs in order to level up in life. This is why so many people stay on the same hamster wheel for years on end and their life looks very much the same. They keep the same kind of thoughts, the same kind of negative patterns that keep them in the same cycle. When you guys want to level up, what often happens is you try to think a new thought, you try to believe something good, but the universe will always test you before you're allowed to level up. It will pass to you the same bad job, the same debt, the same crappy partner. It'll still test you with that to see if you deal with it differently. So the process of leveling up your life and manifesting better and better and better is in passing these tests. I want you to understand that when you shift your beliefs, you will always be tested to see how you deal with that in your reality before you're allowed to move up to the next level, before you're allowed to spiral upwards into the next cycle. It's a very important thing to understand because a lot of times what happens is people think they've changed their beliefs and then they're tested on their beliefs and they don't pass the test and they say, oh, law of attraction doesn't work. Law of assumption doesn't work. No, you have to respond differently to your reality in order to truly level up. Now, I have lots of different people that come to my content from lots of different areas. One thing that I've been seeing recently on my live streams is lots of questions from people who are involved in sales careers. So they're trying to level up their sales. They're trying to get more customers. They're trying to get more clients. And I've been getting a lot of questions about how do you do this with the law of attraction? How do you level up your thinking? How do you level up your consciousness so that you can magnetize a very profitable career in sales? So if you are one of these people, this isn't for everybody, but if you are one of these people who's either in a sales job, runs your own business, or you do any kind of commission-based work, maybe you're a real estate agent, something like that, and you're interested in learning how to level up your sales, I am actually working on a program right now, a manifestation program to help you align with the kind of sales that you want to see in your business or in your job. The name of that program is going to be Sales Magnet. It is not ready yet. It will not be ready, hopefully, until next month. I'm thinking late September, but I have gone ahead and opened up the notifications. So if you would like to be notified when that program goes live, And also, if you'd like to receive a 50% off coupon code for the first week it's open, go ahead and put your email in that notification link. It should be sitting in the description of this video, and when that product's ready, I'll send it over to you. Also, if you are new to my work and you have not yet, I would love for you to take my very quick and free 5-minute manifesting test. If you want to know for sure that you are the one creating your reality, really you, not anybody else, just you, I've designed a very quick and simple and free 5-minute test where you can put something out and watch it come back so that you can see that you are the one actually manifesting your reality all of the time. Now, to take that test, you can go to manifestingtest.com. Again, that's manifestingtest.com. I will also put a link in the description for that particular test, but manifestingtest.com is the direct link. In addition to that, if you have not yet, please go ahead and subscribe to me on YouTube, like the video, and check out my other links in the description. I've got all kinds of courses, downloads, and even a membership program you can join if you are interested. But that is going to do it for today's video on The Universe is Always Testing You. I really hope that you enjoyed it. And of course, I look forward to bringing you another one soon. Bye-bye.